Welcome to Master of Orion. Alright, so this is Master of Orion. It was made in 1993 by PROSE software. It is probably my favorite turn-based 4X game. Some of you may be looking at this and saying, wait, I thought Master of Orion was a newer game. What are you talking about in 1993? They just came out with a game called Master of Orion. Yes, there is a remake that just came out, one of the reasons I'm playing this. I've not played the remake. I'm not sure I'm planning on playing the remake. They've changed a lot of the gameplay. For instance, now combat is real-time instead of turn-based. I'm not sure I am into that, so I'm probably going to stick with the original for now. Okay, so before we get started, I want to throw out that I apologize for not getting a video up in a while. I've had some crazy stuff going on at work. I did take a day off to go to a concert, and also this game has been the devil to record. First I had issues where the video wasn't capturing, then I had issues where the audio wasn't capturing right, but I think I've got it all figured out. So let's go ahead and begin. We're going to say new game. Alright, you can choose your galaxy size, ranging anywhere from small to huge. We're going to go for medium. If I can get medium. There we go. Difficulty, range anywhere from simple to impossible. We're going to go for average. Opponents, which are all AI, can be from 1 to 5. We're going to go for 3. I want to do a quick word about the quality of this game dependent on these settings. This game is best played with a huge galaxy and lots of opponents. The reason for that is the tech in this game is very expansive. The early tech's not that amazing. The end game techs are super cool. For instance, there's one where you can suck planets into a black hole. It's awesome. We are probably not going to see those end game techs. We're going to see the more intermediate ones. Nothing to write home about, just take my word that later on in the game, if you're playing a long enough game, the technology is amazing. I mean, you end up with these epic wars. But we are not doing that because I don't want to have a YouTube series that runs for, I don't know, 20 plus hours. So we're going to stick with these settings. This should be about I don't know, a 3-hour game. So we're going to go with these settings. Alright. Takes us to race select. We have humans, they're expert traders and magnificent diplomats. Meh. Mercians, freaking cat girls, superior gunners. Not really that good of a race to play, but I mean, cat girls, come on. Silicoids, immune to hostile planet environments. I mean, what's up with that? They pretty much suck at everything else. They're not good at fighting. They're not good at building spaceships. They're not good at diplomacy. They're not good at technology. All they do is settle hostile planets. How can that be cool? I mean, this race obviously sucks. We definitely want to play them, okay? The Sakura, increased population growth. They're lizard people. Cylons, superior research techniques. Very good race. Alkari, superior pilots. Really not that good of a race. They're bird people. Klakens, which are basically Formix from Ender's Game, if you've ever read the book. They have increased worker production. They're a very good race. Bulrathi, terrific ground fighters. If you're coming from the newer Master of Orion to this game, from my understanding, they've redone the Bulrathi, and now the Bulrathi are like space hippies. These Bulrathi are not space hippies. They are all about punching you in your face. Mechlars, another great race. Enhanced factory controls. Darloks, supreme spies. Not really good as a player race, but the AI does an amazing job with Darloks. The thing that's cool about Darloks is they're incorporeal beings. They can change their form. So when a Darlok spy destroys something on a planet, they can make their spies look like they came from a different race. So let's say I'm playing the humans, and I have really great relations with the Alkari, and we're super cool best buds. And then the Darloks decide they don't like us. So what does the Darloks do? They go to the Alkari, blow up their factories, and make it look like we did it. So then the Alkaris declare war on us. My policy on Darloks is, if I see them, I kill them. End of story. Actually, not end of story. I did have a game recently where I was allied with the Darlocks, but it's because they were pathetically weak in that game. The Mechlars had kicked them back into being a third world culture. I mean, it was pathetic. Somebody had to be their friend. And then they did eventually stab me in the back, and I genocided them. So who are we going to play? Well, you know the Silicoids that I was saying are so freaking terrible. Yeah, we're playing the Silicoids. Why are we playing the Silicoids? Because they're intergalactic rats, okay? They get everywhere you don't want them to be. Every sewer crap hole planet that nobody else wants. Silicoids, oh yeah, they're there. And around mid-game, you get something called terraforming. Terraforming lets you take those really terrible planets and make them really awesome. In turn, you have the largest population in the galaxy, the most planets in the galaxy, and you do amazing as long as you can survive the early game. Silicoids, they're my people. Okay, banner color. Let's go with green. And our name, we could be Sedimin. Sedimin, get it? Sediment, Sedimin. Ha ha ha. We're going to be Fritzcouch. Okay, homeworld, Chryslon or the Couch? Much better name for a planet. Okay, we're going to start. Okay. We have one planet and a couple ships. Early part of this game runs very, very slowly. So if you're just watching this one episode, you'll be like, what is the point of this game? Well, like I said, early game, very, very slow. Later parts of the game, much faster paced, more combat, more political intrigue, more cool stuff. But the beginning of the game is going to run a little slow. Almost all the races, potentially all the races, start on yellow planets. I mean, this could be another race up here. You have info on your planet. We have production. Parentheses is our real production. These yellow numbers, I believe, is our factory production. Population, missile bases, how many resources we're putting into ship production, how many resources we're putting into planetary defenses, industry, which is how many factories we're building, ecology. Ecology is not important for Silicoids until you do terraforming. Ecology is normally used to lower industrial waste. Industrial waste can hurt your population. Silicoids immune to industrial waste. They don't care. And then we have technology here at the end. Then we can choose our ships. We can also choose them by clicking this button. We can relocate, which lets us relocate ships to a different planet when they're produced, or we can transport colonists, none of which is applicable right now. We have our game settings, the ability to design new ships, which we're going to do right away. We're going to create a huge ship with nothing but reserve fuel tanks and a colony base. This is going to be a long-range colony ship. So let's pick an appropriate graphic. And we're going to name it the Whale, because I always name it the Whale. This way, if we find a far-off planet that is really, really good, we can go ahead and colonize it. Okay. Just so you guys can... Oh, I guess I can't. Yeah, specs. Oh, well. Those stats on the bottom, for instance, how much it costs to build the ships, etc. As you saw down the corner, having ships in your fleet does take a certain amount off your production right off the top. Okay, so we have a view where we can view our fleet. Nothing to write home about. Some scouts and colony ship. We have a map, which we are going to look at. We are going to want to consolidate this corner right off the bat. We have buttons that show environments. We have buttons that show mineral deposits. We have not found any mineral deposits yet. Miserable deposits. Races, this is going to be pretty much empty right now because we haven't discovered any other races yet. This is where you will conduct your political intrigue and deploy security to catch spies. Planets, let's view our planets. This indicates shield defenses, this indicates missile defenses, this is industrial waste, this is population, production, what's being built in the space dock, and any notes on that planet. We can also set up the industrial reserve so that part of our production from our factories automatically goes into reserve that we can spend later. You will want to use that later for hold on one second, I just got a text message. There we go. You will use that later to save money that you can then spend to issue bribes to other races. One really super cool thing. Okay, so all the races, they're not just bland AIs. Every one of them has a personality. Each race has one of 3 personalities that's chosen at random at the beginning of the game. So, like, as an example, the Alcaris can be very, very hostile, or they can be honorable, which means as long as you're nice to them, they're nice to you. If you slight them, they kill you. And your interactions with them diplomatically reflect that. Then we have technology. So something I'll point out about technology is the longer you are invested in a specific technology, the more of a bonus you get towards it. So I'm going to go all in on propulsion at the beginning of the game. So the longer we're all in on propulsion, the faster we get our research done. So you don't want to be changing these around a lot, because every time you change them, it resets that bonus. Okay, we're then going to take our scout ships. Well, about planet colors. Red planets, dull stars that commonly have 4 planets. Yellow stars offer the best chance of discovering Terran and sub-Terran world planets, pretty average. Green are moderately bright and have a wide range of planetary types. Purple, neutron stars are rare and offer the greatest chance of finding rich planets. And I need to find a blue one and a white one. Okay, blue one. Blue stars are relatively young stars with mineral-rich, lifeless planets. White stars burn incredibly hot and generally have hostile planets. So white and blue stars, most races will avoid those during the early part of the game because they can't colonize them yet. They have to develop technology that lets them colonize them. We can go ahead and colonize them, so we're going to want to look at those. Our ships have a range, which is determined both by our propulsion technology and if we have reserve fuel tanks or not. So I'm going to send one scout here. I'm going to send probably a scout and a colony ship to this green planet, because it'll probably be pretty good. I just have a hunch. Okay, and as for what else I'm going to build, I'm going to go ahead and build some more scout ships real quick. And the reason for that is, so if a race finds you and they don't yet have diplomatic relations with you, most races, if they see a planet already has a scout ship on it, they will leave that planet alone because they don't want to accidentally start hostilities with your race. There are some races that ignore that, but it's a good general rule. So what I like to do is if I find a good planet, I will leave a scout ship on it to keep the other races away. So let's go next turn. Okay. Oh, that red planet was actually really good too. Well, maybe we should have hit that up. Okay. We will leave a scout ship there. Now I'm going to start building a second colony ship, which we will use to take that red planet. I'm going to go here, take my new scout ships, and send them to every star system they can reach. I don't think they can reach that red star up there, but we might want to take a look. Nope, didn't think so. Anything down south? Well, let's check out that purple planet. And then let's send this last ship down to this other green planet. And then when this scout ship who's going over here is done, we'll send it down to the red planet. Let me find something on the map to show you here. Okay, so these are nebulas. When you're moving through nebula, you move really, really, really slowly. And shields are less effective. So you don't want to get into a fight in a nebula if you are dependent on force fields and shields. But with that said, planets in nebulas are more likely to be mineral rich. So let's go down here. Oh, I want to also show you something else on the text tree. see, it shows the basic things that every tech level will increase, like computers, scanner range, robot controls. Something not shown on computers is computers also increase your ability to detect spies and for your spies to be successful, because basically it represents hacking. They do not list that here, but it is in the manual for the game. Alright, so let's get going. I do not think we're going to see combat in this episode, because the Silicoids are not really a combat-oriented race, which brings us to the point of the game. The point of the game is to win. How do you win? Well, you either genocide all the other races, or you achieve a political victory. After all the planets in the universe have been explored, all the races will start getting together every so many years to host an election. And during that election, each race will vote for one of the two most popular races in the galaxy. And if you get 2/3 of the vote, you win the game. Silicoids win, not necessarily by making friends or by subjugating people through combat, but by having such a huge population, they can just vote for themselves once and get the victory. At least later on in the game. So let's go ahead and do next turn. And next turn. Okay, the desert planet. Most races be like, desert planet. Silicoids, we don't care, because we're made of freaking silicon. So yes, we will build a new colony on the desert planet. Sounds like a good name to me. Simius. Okay, and now that increases the range that we can send ships to, because our ship range is determined by the closest planet. So, I mean, we can maybe even get clear over here now. No, we cannot do that yet, but we will go to this red star right here. There we go. And here soon we will have another colony ship. And Simius, we're going to go ahead and tell it to focus just on industry. Once we get a larger population here, we will actually transfer some of the colonists to Simius. The population growth is on a curve. The closer you are to 50% of the max population, the higher reproduction rate is. Silicoids reproduce pretty slowly, so it'll take us a while. But when we get to like 75, I'll go ahead and send some more colonists to Simius. And we're going to leave Simius to work on their industry for now. And next turn. Okay, it's a steep planet, Kulthos. Okay. Might be okay. Okay, Terran, and it is minerally poor, so that may become a research world for us. And scout ship explores a new star system, minerally poor, resource points for ministry or half. Dang, we're just finding those all over the place, aren't we? So 2 research worlds already. And we are sitting here waiting on our colony ship. Hostile environment, population growth is halved. It is radiated, which means most races can't colonize it. And it only has a max population of 10. So and a jungle planet, 80 max. Okay, that's cool. If you guys want me to name a planet after one of you, please let me know in the comments, and I will definitely name a planet after you. And if you're really lucky, I might even name a ship after you at some point, depending on if we build more ships or not. So our colony ship is still 5 years out. Wow. Okay, there's our next colony ship. Let's go ahead and take this planet here. It'll be there in 1 turn. And we are going to have to build a whale, because all these other planets are out of the reach of our standard colony ship. Yes, build a new colony. Uxmai. Sure, we'll go with it. And it's going to be a long time until we get that whale done. I'm tempted to go ahead and start increasing production instead, just because it's going to take so long. But no, we'll probably wait. Okay. Yeah, you can work on industry. So, one little bug in the game is sometimes a planet will round its industrial production strangely, and it will get enough to build a ship, even though you have nothing involved in shipbuilding. So, I always set them to something really expensive, so that instead they just store production credits instead of it going into a useless ship. Okay. What was the max population? Looks my. Okay. Okay, I'm going to transfer some people to Uxmy. Seems about right. Okay, they were able to get there in one turn, so now Uxmy actually has a decent, well, an okay population going. This is a slow start. Usually there's more planets up close to you that you can go ahead and colonize. At least we've laid our claim to this corner of the galaxy. Haven't encountered any other races. Okay, we can probably send some people to Simus. Well, actually, Simus is already at 50% of their population max, so I think we'll just let them make their own population. Same thing with this jungle, Uxmy. Once we get another industrial center going, we will switch our home world over to improve its industry. Oh, wrong button. But as you see, you get a planetary view. It shows all the waste that doesn't affect us. Shows that there's a scout in orbit. Factories, population. You know, we can send this scout somewhere else. Can we reach here now? Nope. Well, we'll go here instead. Okay. Oh! Apparently we have Cylons in the universe. They can be a tough opponent. So they've sent a scout, probably because they don't have sensor range long enough to tell that we had a scout there. Actually, no, they've sent a whole colony ship. So what can happen here is we can both run away. It will not be considered a political incident. We can run away, and they take the planet, and they won't consider it a political incident. Or I can wait, and they can run away, and they may be a little irritated about that when we finally establish political contact, but eh. Oh, and we also have humans. The human empire has grown in strength already. They control 6 star systems, which is not good. Usually the Silicoids will try to be the first one to reach 6 star systems because expansion is key for us. But our whale is produced, which is cool. We can also see what direction the ship is going, maybe? No, we don't have sensor technology to detect it. Okay. Which, eventually you'll get things like sensors that show you the direction the ships are moving, what worlds they're going to. They'll show you incoming ships that are further range. Also, right now we cannot communicate to our ships while they're in flight, so if I click this guy, I can't redirect him to go somewhere else. Eventually there is a communications technology that lets us redirect ships in mid-flight, but we don't have it yet. Okay, so let's look at our worlds here and see if there's anything good. 2 minerally poor worlds, okay. So I'll tell you what we want to do. We want to leapfrog up here, probably to this planet, so that we can get access to these planets up here. which that's what you want to do with the whales. The whales, you either want to target a very, very valuable world or a world that will let you leapfrog to other nearby worlds. And I think we will switch to a colony ship, since we will need one for this planet here once that whale reaches its destination. Okay. Okay, these worlds are about to reach their industrial maximum. Keep an eye on this. Sometimes the game will bug, and it will just leave them full tilt on industry, even though they can't build any more factories. But usually what max means is that at the end of the turn, they will reach their industrial maximum. But just check. If they don't switch over next turn, then you know there's a bug. And this guy is going down here. No, he's still there. Okay, I'm tripping. I'm tripping out, guys. I'm getting excited. Okay, our sensors didn't see where he went. That's a shame. Okay. So this guy's still at industrial maximum. That means the game is bugging, so we can switch to something else. So the total production on that world is 83. This world has a total production of 75. This world has a total production of 156. This world is never going to have great production because of the max population, so we're going to convert them into a tech world. At least for now. And we have technology. Deuterium fuel cells, range 5. Fuel reserve allows ships to move up to 5 parsecs away from colony planets. Cool. Let's research that sucker. Uxmai has reached its industrial maximum of 160 factories. The extra spent was placed into the planetary reserve. Planetary spending may be adjusted at this time. Okay. So... Oh, and actually, I don't think this other world glitched. I think what had happened was the population had increased just enough to let the planet host more factories. And so it had maxed, then the population had increased, then it was about to max again. So it may not have been bugged. I may have jumped the gun on that, because that's what happened on this world, I'm pretty sure. So this is now going to be your shipbuilding planet. Notice it only takes them 15 years to build a whale, and we are going to build another whale. And, okay. Next turn. Next turn. Next turn. Yes, even though it's minerally poor, we want it so we can use it as a leapfrogging point. In the year 2345, the Silicoids form a new colony, Iranha. See, we got our little flag down there, our colony ship. So cool. State-of-the-art graphics for 1993. Not really. Okay. So now our scouts will have extra range because of that planet. So let's explore these other planets. Here soon we're going to need some more scout ships, but that's okay. What's their populations looking like? See, there's our little colony transports. Not the best planet, not the worst planet. And a new colony ship. Can it reach here? It totally can. So we're going to take this scout ship and move him over here. And it's going to take him a while to get there because of this nebula, but hopefully that'll be a very rich planet. Okay. And I actually want to switch the... Well, I don't know. Could another colony ship... We'll make one more colony ship there. I'm not sure if you can reach that red star all the way up to the north or not. Another minerally poor world. Wonderful. Okay, we got our new deuteronium fuel cells. Now we can research a new propulsion technology. We can get nuclear engines. Move ships at warp 2 parsecs per turn, and allows a maximum maneuverability of class 2 in combat. So it'll increase speed and the ability to dodge missiles. Then we have internal stabilizers. Generates a field that reduces the inertia of ships and adds 2 classes of maneuverability in combat, plus 2 to defense and plus 1 to combat speed. Okay, so I think that's an accessory that can be put on ships. That's an engine, but we want range. So we're going to go for iridium fuel cells. Build a new colony, yes. Kolthos. Sounds kind of like a Cthulhu world. Somewhere out there's a world called Orion. It's the name of the game. It is guarded by a super ship called the Guardian. He's very, very tough. You can't beat him until later in the game when you have really big, really powerful fleets. If you take that world, you get free technologies and what will automatically be the best world in the universe. We don't want to find it right now, though, because the Guardian will kick our butt. You're getting up pretty close to max. Let's transfer some people from you. Well, hold on. Where are you at? You're almost at max, too. You only transfer half of your max, or half of your current population at a time. If you transfer too many people to a world, more than the max population total can accommodate, it just kills the colonists. Be aware. So we will probably send a ship up there so we can leapfrog. Okay, he's going to bypass the nebula. That's good. The ships are not smart enough to navigate around the nebulas. You sometimes have to help them out a little bit. 4 more years. Uh-oh, there's the Cylons again. They're trying to colonize that world. Oh! He's actually going to challenge us. They couldn't have built a colony ship with weapons, could they? Did they do that? And they're going to threaten us for this planet. Ha! Our scout ships do not have weapons, and this is a bad sign. The Cylons are usually a very peaceful race, but like I said, there's personality variance. You don't always get the same Cylons. Apparently, these are aggressive Cylons, which is a pretty rare mixture. Let's retreat. I guess they're going to get that planet. Does this put them within range where it gives us diplomatic access to them? It does. Oh, illustrious Fritz Couch. Surely our 2 empires can live in peace and harmony. Yeah, after you take our planet by force, we had a claim on that. Freaking bulgy-headed psychic things. Ugh. Okay, but we cannot fight a war right now, so we're going to try to maintain peaceful relations with them. And their world, Talus. Which world was that? That was that jungle. Not great, but we would have liked to have had it. We would have. Okay. So we go to races, and now we can talk to these guys. We have neutral relations with them. Actually, it's ever so slightly positive. You know why that is? Because they think we're weak and we'll run away from them. Wonderful. Cylons don't usually use spies, so I'm not going to worry about putting money into security. Let's look at status. We have a bigger fleet than them. That's ridiculous, because we don't have a very big fleet. They're ahead of us in technology, ahead of us in production, ahead of us in total power. We are tied for planets and tied for population. Okay. We cannot get a report on them without spies, and I don't want to irritate them by saying spies, so let's take an audience. Greetings from Kelvin, Emperor of the Cylons. Yes. Okay, so early on they'll almost always reject treaties, so we're not going to worry about that. They like trade agreements, though, so let's propose a trade agreement. Problem with trade agreements is we will actually lose money for the first few years the trade agreement is in effect, and then over time we will start making money on the trade agreement. So let's go ahead and do that, though, because not only will it make us money in the long run, but it made him smile. And we will eventually try to exchange technology with them, though I doubt we'll have anything they're interested in. We are not going to offer tribute at this point because we've got pretty amiable relations with them. So, goodbye, Mr. Kelvin. Okay. Next turn. Oh, that planet, or report to say its star doesn't have any planets around it. Okay. There's a colony ship. Let's see, can we do anything with the scout? Can they go further out? Nope. They can go there, which is through the nebula, but meh, let's do it anyway. Okay, I want to see where all this colony ship can get to. You can get there, you can get there. I don't think you can get clear over here, can it? Nope. Or it can go here. Can't get here, can it? Nope. Okay. So, which of those worlds do we want? Meh. Meh. And definitely meh. Okay, so we're going to go for the world in the south just so we can start exploring down here. And then we need another colony ship, so we are going to build one. Also, I want to take these planets for the Cylons. Take them. And I'm actually going to switch this guy over. Well, let me look at our fleet real quick. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually going to switch this guy over to making colony ships. For the time being. And he can make one in 1 year right now. Okay, we're going to switch the couch over to industry for the time being. Okay, let's look at population totals. 85 out of 100, 76 out of 80, 39 out of 100, 27 out of 50. That are about to get more. So yeah, let's not worry about it right now. Next turn. Cool, colony ship. And I want to change these for reasons I noted earlier. Okay. We also need some more scouts. Okay, so I want to take some place with probably low production to make the scouts real quick. Are you still at industrial maximum, or could you make more? You are at industrial maximum. Okay, so yeah, we'll probably have the couch make some more scouts real quick. Let's just make a whole bunch of them. industry. And then I'll split these scouts up. And we can see the whole Cylon Empire here. I wonder if we can scout that world. Or is it too far away? It may upset the Cylons a little bit to have us on their back door, but I'm curious to see why they haven't colonized that yet. But we can't reach it. Okay. And then let's take some scouts and send up here. 4 ought to do us for now. So we can distribute them when we get a colony up there. And here's our remaining scouts. We will send them down here. Okay, next turn. Silicoid Empire has grown far too large. Continue to expand and we will be forced to take militant measures. Oh my gosh, the Brainiacs are threatening us. Oh, we've got militant Cylons. I don't think I've ever run into militant Cylons before. Wow. Okay. Look, they've dropped down to restless because we're expanding too fast and they see it as a threat. But you know what? It's the only way Silicoids can survive, so we're going to have an audience with them and try to smooth this over. My, oh my. This could be bad. Because the Cylons, they're always a threat. Okay. The only chance we would have would be to preemptively strike them with heavy bombers and annihilate their planets before they could produce a combat fleet. And I don't think that's going to happen. So that cheers him up a little bit, and let's offer him tribute. Okay. Goodbye. How much did that cheer him up? Probably not a lot. Nope. Okay, so we need to start doing a planetary reserve, and we need to start bribing him on a semi-regular basis. Okay. Which is going to slow down our production, but I don't think we can afford to go to war with him right now. Luckily, the humans always start friendly to everyone. So, when we find the humans, we can try to get the humans on our side. Oh, okay, so there's Martians also in this world. So, Martians are fickle creatures. They're just as likely to attack you at first sight as be best of friends. And eventually they will attack you. But we can try to get them on our side. We can also help the Cylons find the Martians. The Martians just arbitrarily declare war on them. Martians think like cats. They're like, I want that planet. You have that planet. I'm going to bite you now. That's how Martians operate. It's because the cat girls. Okay. Not much we can do right now. Let's just keep on keeping on. Might want to build some missile bases, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. Build a new colony, Minerally 4, yes. Lier. Okay. We'll want to send some population up there. Scout ship explores a new world. Hostile environment. Population growth is halved. Okay. Build a new colony. Minerally poor. Yes. Imra. Okay, so we'll want to send some population to both of those. Same one at population max. You're almost at population max. Oh look, they were sending a ship over to Imra, so that's probably going to upset them. What kind of ship is it? A colony ship with a military escort. Wow. Okay. Okay. I'm going to leave that scout there right now, so hopefully it deters their ships. Where all can I send this guy to? Any of those planets, we haven't scouted them yet, though. What about this planet? Irradiated hostile, 10 population. You know what, just to take it, let's take it. Probably going to need more scouts. Because now we're going to scout over here, too. So yeah, let's build some more scouts. Wrong button. Cylons attacked Silicoids. They are not going to try to take one of my planets this early in the game. Oh, no, no, no. They start bombing my planets, I'm going to be very upset. Okay, and then let's send the rest of these scouts down here. Ugh, don't bomb my colony. Oh, look, they've gotten friendlier because of the trade agreement. Okay, let's have an audience with them. We'll try to bribe them. Maybe they won't bomb my colony. Okay, this is another little bug in the game sometimes. You click audience, you click on them, and it won't let you have an audience. But I'm almost done recording, another 7 minutes or so, so I'm going to let it slide. But you have to do to get that to work again is you have to close the game and restart it. It's a little lame. I could have sworn it didn't used to do that. It may be that I'm having to run it in DOSBox, so I don't know. Could just be I'm missing something obvious. Okay. Build a new colony, yes. Heroes. Scout ship explores a new world. Very nice. An ocean world, 75 max. We will probably colonize that. You're not bombing my planet, so that's nice. You're just kind of chilling. Yep. Like, I'm just supposed to be okay with that, right? Have a warship and a colony ship in orbit. No problem. Not a bad sign at all. I don't just think that's the AI being dumb. This AI is very smart. Okay. Yeah, I need to send some population to that new planet. Close. Oh, finally, we found a minerally rich world. Yes, yes, yes. Hostile environment, minerally rich, and a max population of 50, which is not bad at all for a mineral rich world. Okay, so this is DRM before they had DRM, right? Like, this is to keep you from stealing this game. I do not actually have my game manual with me. I do own the game. I do have a manual for it. But instead, I have a little picture that shows me what the different ships are. So what I have to do is I have to find the name of the ship, and what is that ship? That is a Banshee. There we go. And now I can continue playing. If I'd gotten it wrong a couple times, it would have said, buy the game, stop bootlegging, you're a terrible person. Okay. So, I wonder if a standard colony ship can reach that. I bet you it can. That will probably be where we end the video. Okay, there's a junk world. I forgot to redeploy the scout. Can he get here? He can. Cool. Okay, this is the junk world. Let's go there. Next turn. Hostile planet, population halved. I'll leave a scout there just to deter our opponents. Ooh, they apparently don't have anybody there either. I may have to have a scout there. That will agitate them. Let's see if it'll let me talk to him yet. Unease, audience. Oh, okay. Nope, still won't let me talk to him. Yeah, I gotta shut the game down. That's fine. We'll keep going for just a few more minutes because I want to get a colony ship sent out to that minerally rich world. Oh, I see a purple craft. I'm guessing that's Mercians. Build a new colony. Yes. Maybe the Mercians and the Cylons are at war. That would be amazing. The Cylons will win that war. I have no doubt. They are weak in combat, but they get technology so fast that unless you just eradicate them at the beginning of the game, or you aim for a purely political victory, they will annihilate you. So, Draconis. Nice name for a planet. Okay. So, whose ship is this? Humans. Okay. Interesting. They must have some really nice propulsion technologies, or they're nestled right in here. One or the other. I doubt they're aware of us. They probably deployed a ship without realizing they were sailing in indoor space. I will let that slide. And humans almost always start out friendly. Oh, look, we've ID'd human worlds. Why haven't they made contact with us? Weird. Normally when you first make contact with a world, it pops up and they have their little greeting screen. We didn't get that. Probably because that's bugged out. So, normally it'd be like, greetings, we're the human empire. We are glad to meet you. They're always super friendly, the humans. Always super friendly. What was I doing? Okay. And we got a new colony. Where was our new colony at? I don't even remember. Oh, Draconis, yeah. Where do we have a population center we can ship there? I guess we can ship some from Kulthos. Oh, and this planet can only hold 10 million, so we'll just... Actually, we'll let them populate on their own. It's not a big deal. Is that just one colony ship, or was that more than one? Oh, we'll have to go to the fleet screen to select it. Okay, there's... Oh, those guys are going... Oh! Oh, and I can't recall them. Hopefully it doesn't upset the humans. When do I get my next colony ship, guys? Really need that colony ship. 5 years. Dang it. It's because their population's gotten too low. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this video to an end. On the next video, we're going to be getting that minerally rich planet we discovered. And our ability to talk to the races will be working again, because I'll restart the game. And at that point, we will have a nice chat with the humans. I'm sorry you missed their little intro screen. It's like the Cylons, except they're much more amiable and much more full of themselves. So, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you liked Master of Orion so far. You haven't really scratched the surface of this game. One of the cool things about Masters of Orion, I'll say right now, is a beginner can pick this game up and play it easily. But then there's a lot of depth. There's a lot of little details in the game that are not evident unless you read the manual or have been playing a long time. I don't remember a lot of those details, to be honest with you. But that's the cool thing, is it scales to you. Okay, if you're an experienced player, you play at a higher difficulty, you take advantage of more advanced strategies. You're a beginner, you don't really need to worry about it. You can still play the game. It's awesome like that. It's real classic. Eventually, here in the next 1 to 2 episodes, we're going to get to see combat. Also, things are starting to heat up, so we're going to start seeing more political intrigue, probably. The Silicoids are not the most exciting race to play, but they're my favorite, so we're playing them. Sorry if things are moving a little slow. Hopefully they'll speed up in the next episode. This has been Fritz Couch, and I will catch you all later. Bye.